Driving a high-performance vehicle with a large 10 or 12-cylinder engine is a thrill until your check engine light comes on and you realize your engine is running incredibly rough while you smell raw gasoline coming from the tailpipe. The trouble code P02BF means that the engine computer has detected that cylinder number 10 has reached its minimum fuel trim limit. In simple terms, the engine is trying to pull as much fuel away as possible because that specific cylinder is drowning in gas, but the computer has hit a wall at minus 25% and cannot compensate any further. This is a severe condition because running this rich will not only kill your fuel economy and cause a rough idle, but it can also quickly melt your catalytic converter, which is a very expensive part to replace. You might notice the car is very hard to start when the engine is warm, or you might even see misfire codes popping up alongside this rich condition. The most common culprit is a leaking fuel injector for cylinder 10 that is stuck open and constantly spraying fuel into the chamber, or a bad fuel pressure regulator that is sending way too much pressure to the fuel rail. You should also consider a failing oxygen sensor or a problem with the mass airflow sensor, although those usually affect more than just one cylinder at a time. To begin your diagnosis, you should perform a general inspection of the fuel injection rail area and focus on the fuel pressure regulator, its vacuum source. Look for any signs of wet gasoline, especially around the regulator and its vacuum line, because if you see gas inside that vacuum hose, it means the internal diaphragm is ruptured and the engine is sucking raw fuel directly into the intake. Connect a diagnostic scanner and look at the live fuel trim data to confirm the rich condition is actually happening in real time. Next, use a fuel pressure gauge to see if the system pressure is holding steady within the manufacturer specifications for your vehicle. If the pressure is too high, you have a faulty regulator or a restricted return line. If the pressure is fine, use a stethoscope to listen to the injector for cylinder 10 while the engine is running, and you should hear a sharp rhythmic clicking sound. If it is silent or staying open, you need a new injector to stop the flooding. You can also use a Noid lamp to check if the computer is sending the correct ground pulse to the injector. If the pulse is constant, even when it should be off, your engine control module might be shorted internally. This is a deep diagnostic job, and because you're dealing with raw fuel, you need to be extremely careful to avoid a fire. If the basic checks do not solve it, head to a professional shop before you do permanent and expensive damage to your engine.